For years, Israel proclaimed their skies were secure. They marketed the Iron Dome as an impenetrable shield, a barrier no threat could breach. But reality delivered a different verdict. Hamas rockets pierced it. Iranian missiles broke through. Hezbollah projectiles found their mark. Even the Houthis, launching from Yemen thousands of kilometers away, reached Israeli airspace. Now, with deterrence fractured, Israel turns to its final gambit, a weapon forged by cutting-edge technology. The Iron Beam, a defense system seemingly pulled from the future itself. For over a decade, Israel declared the Iron Dome the world's most capable air defense system. An unbreakable shield, an unconquerable dome. They promoted it as revolutionary and unstoppable. But recent years exposed the cracks in the armor. From Gaza, hundreds of rockets launched in coordinated salvos. Many penetrated Israeli defenses. The Iron Dome proved unable to intercept massive barrages fired in synchronized waves, a fundamental vulnerability now undeniable. Then came Iran's long-range ballistic missiles. In April 2024, Iranian projectiles struck deep inside Israel despite every defensive layer being activated simultaneously. At the same time, Hezbollah unleashed more precise and heavier rockets than ever documented, placing the Iron Dome under relentless sustained pressure. The threats didn't stop at northern and eastern fronts. Drones and cruise missiles launched from Yemen traveled thousands of kilometers, penetrating deep into Israeli territory, a scenario Israel anticipated but failed to prevent. Here the fundamental problem crystallized. Low-cost attacks requiring extraordinarily expensive interceptors to neutralize them, an economically unsustainable equation in prolonged or multi-front warfare scenarios. For the first time, Israel's security establishment publicly admitted that the Iron Dome, despite its demonstrated tactical value, is no longer sufficient standing alone. Israel desperately needs a new defensive layer faster, drastically cheaper, and specifically capable of countering drones and saturation bombardment tactics. Thus began the urgent search for alternatives, a weapon system that could define the next evolutionary generation of aerial defense architecture. The Iron Beam, a radically lower-cost platform capable of engaging precisely those emerging threats the Iron Dome struggles against, especially unmanned aerial vehicles and small projectiles. The Iron Beam represents Israel's next-generation defense philosophy. It's not a missile interceptor, not a traditional battery system. It's a high-energy laser weapon platform, deploying a precisely focused directed energy beam that strikes targets at the speed of light itself. The operational concept appears deceptively simple but proves complex in execution. Instead of launching an interceptor missile to destroy another incoming missile, an advanced optical guidance system directs an intensely concentrated heat laser beam onto the target for only seconds. The drone's propulsion system fails catastrophically, or the warhead detonates prematurely before reaching its intended target. The system's greatest tactical advantage? Engagement speed. A missile interceptor requires precious seconds to launch, then additional time traveling to the intercept point coordinates. A laser beam, once directed and locked, hits the target instantaneously. This makes the Iron Beam exceptionally well suited for engaging drones, short-range rockets, mortar shells, small unmanned aircraft, and any fast-moving low-altitude threat approaching Israeli territory. But the system's most strategically critical element remains cost-effectiveness. While a single Tamir interceptor missile costs between $40,000 and $50,000, firing one laser engagement costs approximately $1 to $3 per shot. No missile expenditure, no rocket fuel, no complex expendable launch platform components. Regarding effective range, the current operational version covers relatively short distances compared to traditional systems, but Israeli defense officials claim they're aggressively developing extended-range capabilities to eventually protect entire metropolitan areas. The Iron Beam system was developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems in direct collaboration with Israel's Ministry of Defense. Israeli military sources state it is undergoing advanced testing and integration phases, with plans for full deployment into the existing multi-layered air defense network throughout coming years. According to official military statements, Iron Beam won't completely replace the Iron Dome system, but will serve as the faster and dramatically lower-cost defensive arm specifically against emerging asymmetric threats, as senior Israeli defense officials characterize it. These constitute its primary tactical advantages: engagement speed, radically reduced operational cost, and capability to simultaneously engage multiple targets across the battle space. However, the system also suffers significant operational limitations. It cannot function efficiently during fog conditions, in high-humidity coastal regions, or in dust-saturated desert atmospheres. These environmental conditions deflect, scatter, or completely block the laser beam's path to target. Additionally, its effective range remains tactically limited currently, so Israel plans to deploy Iron Beam exclusively against low-altitude threats while assigning high-altitude interceptions to the Iron Dome. Despite these acknowledged limitations, which Israeli defense officials characterize as temporary engineering challenges, this weapons platform marks a revolutionary leap toward future warfare in Tel Aviv's comprehensive defensive architecture. But it simultaneously reveals profound Israeli strategic anxiety and glaring contradictions embedded in their public diplomatic narrative. On one hand, Israeli officials claim they've systematically eliminated all existential security threats. On the other hand, they're investing billions into exotic weapons systems humanity has never operationally deployed before. History records no nation that sought to fortify itself with successive layers of iron, coherent light, and directed energy as obsessively as Israel pursues now. Israeli governments constantly demand expanded normalization and comprehensive peace agreements with neighboring Arab states. Yet, Israeli defense spending patterns prove repeatedly they fundamentally don't trust these neighbors. Instead, Israeli strategic doctrine appears determined to maintain existence inside a technologically fortified enclosure, isolated, systematically separated from the surrounding regional environment. Then Israeli diplomats address the international community declaring, "We belong to this region. We are this region's legitimate inhabitants." But their militarization actions suggest, beyond reasonable doubt, a permanent outsider mentality. Setting geopolitical analysis aside, will anyone genuinely believe laser weapons will ultimately save Israel? Or will operational history repeat itself precisely as occurred with the Iron Dome's overpromised invulnerability? Will the Iron Beam actually guarantee security inside a state existing in documented perpetual threat perception, despite possessing overwhelming conventional military and technological superiority throughout the region? The definitive answers remain with unfolding time and future conflict scenarios. But what matters strategically now is that Israel's new defensive crown will push the entire world one substantial step closer toward the coming era. An age of revolutionary future weaponry where coherent light, directed energy, and focused radiation become primary weapon systems, fundamentally replacing conventional explosive ordnance. This development announces unambiguously that those nations intending to contest future battlefields must plant both feet firmly in that technological future immediately.